Oh, yeah,
Powered by Riverside.
hey, 5 minutes late. I apologize, you guys, but we want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight to the Guy Lingo podcast with your host, Big Mo, and me, Platinum Cash. I do believe DM may be joining us here a little bit. He will be in the building. We got another great show for y'all tonight on this cool, rainy 2 NFL game day Monday here in Portland. Topic of the discussion, though, the name of the show was Georgia on his mind because Mr. Georgia there just took a little trip. So we got a show for y'all about an hour and a half. So let's get into it. Big Mo, just tell us about your week.
It was a lot of emotions, man. It was a lot of emotions.
We're not going to talk about the score of the game right now. We're just going to talk about your week.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions. I think that was the week. No, it was a really good week. Last minute last week, one of my good friends reached out and seeing if we wanted to do a quick pivot and go down to Georgia to go to the Alabama Georgia game and then the Falcon game yesterday. So it was a quick 72 hours turnaround. Now I'm back home. So overall, the week was good, right? Quick flight there. Love kicking it with my people in the South. Good food, good vibes. It was just good overall, man.
How's the weather?
It was muggy. The Georgia game had a little rain, not at the game itself, but the pregame tailgate area that was a little rainy. But it was still hot. Like it was probably all of 10 minutes, if that, and it made it even hotter.
Ooh.
And then it was really hot yesterday as well. So I can't complain. I'm glad it was a night game. I don't know if I would have been able to survive a day game at UGA, man.
Oh, wow. How was the atmosphere there? Did you get any good videos? Get any good pictures? Did we talk to anybody important? Well, by the way, guys
Night.
and ladies, he's on the sideline. He ain't up in the like us poor folk. He ain't up in there with the college kids and
don't
stuff jumping around going crazy. He's on the sideline walking with
don't
security,
don't
looking
ask
like security on the
don't
sideline.
ask how we were able to do that. It was actually pretty cool. But no, we didn't get to talk to anybody. I mean, obviously, when a game is lost, it's like everyone's mad, including my boy who was like, "Let's go." It wasn't even. It was actually pretty funny, but nah, but it was I don't know. I'm always living the moment, right? Like I think I sent you guys a little video of the crowd. Like it was like 92, 93,000 people there. And again, I don't know if anybody in the chat has been to an SEC game, but it's
I
nothing
have
like
not.
a Pac-12 game like the SEC and even the Big Ten. If you ever get to go to like an Ohio State or even a Penn State game, it's just a different world. And I think my wife kind of experienced a little bit of that because she was even like, "Wow, this is crazy."
Insane.
Um, and one of the things that we chatted about both games, which was really funny, is how you always have the music, right? And the music kind of makes the games. Let's just say there wasn't any country playing at those games at all. It was true down south, old school, new school music. You had all of the rappers there from Pastor Troy to 2 Chain to Quavo to I can go on and on. And then we ran into Cam Newton in the airport. We ran into Funny Marco in the airport. It was just a true Atlanta
Okay.
experience, man.
Cam before he had to get the first take on Monday.
I think that's where he was heading. But
Okay.
Cam had his little tight purple suit on. It made me a little worried. I was a little worried about him, but my wife all waving and stuff, and he turned around and started waving back. It was pretty funny because at first I think she forgot his name temporarily. She
Is
was
that
pointing, and I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down, and I looked up, and she was waving, and I'm like, "Oh, what's going on
that's
here?"
that guy with the hats?
Yeah, but no, she got it. She was like, "Oh, look at Cam," like she knew the dude, right? But no, it was good, man. It was really good. But If you get the chance to go to an SEC game, it's nothing like it, bro. I cannot stress that out. Not going to not going to the game where they play in like Atlanta or an actual stadium or even Georgia, Florida, which is a cocktail party out this world.
I heard that's the
But
largest cocktail party.
it is a cocktail party out this world, but a true like their home turf is actually pretty impressive, man. It's
Hmm.
a lot of
No,
fun.
that's on my list. No, what is on my list is to do a college game and an NBA and
Mhm.
an NFL game in one weekend. That's the ultimate weekend.
That was on my list, and
If
I
you get
was
two
able to
dubs out
check
of
it
it, it's
off.
even better.
I was able to check it off, but here's what I can tell you. By it being a night game, that game was over at 12:15,
I know that we was
12:30.
talking about that over here. Like, man,
Uh,
it'd be shitty
I
for a game on the
shit,
East
man.
Coast while we
Yeah,
over here kicking it. It's 9 o'clock, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
y'all out.
and
It's 12 o'clock. Y'all kicking it. Some of the games go even later.
yeah, and Athens is it's an hour away from Atlanta, so
Mm,
we drove back to the hotel. So it was long. That's the crazy part is that obviously going with all of the traffic, it's 2 hours there, but
dang.
going
And you
back
had to get up
home,
for the
yeah,
NFL day.
yeah. Then you wake up, but that game's not until 1 o'clock. On the flip side, right? Like it's not 10 a.m. like it is here. So we
Hmm.
got up, we had breakfast, we went to the stadium, and I want to call out that Ticketmaster asses is cut immediately
Uh-oh.
today because my damn tickets wouldn't pull up, and I was angry. Let's just put it that way. And
So they didn't give you your
so
tickets?
so here's the thing: tickets wouldn't pull up. Bought tickets, right? So then they were when to pull up. So I went and bought more. I didn't care. They didn't pull up. Went and bought more. I didn't care. So all of a sudden, I had $9,000 in credit card charges pending on my account, right? Because my tickets was not pulling up for whatever
Uh-huh.
reason. Finally got them. Finally got them.
So you canceled all the other ones.
Yeah, they better been canceled all the other ones, but yeah, by the time I got in the fucking game, I was so exhausted and mad
Oh, wow.
because it was just
I
that.
would have just
But
went to the
but once we
box.
got there, once we got in, it was exciting. Like it was electrifying.
That's good to know. I'm glad you're in a better mood now about your guy Penix.
Yeah, once we got there, it was electrifying. I mean, Penix still ain't my guy. Again, he threw an interception, and again, what's crazy is, you guys probably seen that interception on TV, but to see that interception in person and to watch him underthrow the guy by at least 15 yards was, I was mad. Let's just put it that way.
If
But
it wasn't for Ticketmaster, he would have got cut.
yeah, he would have got cut if it wasn't for Ticketmaster. I was cutting him, but Ticketmaster's definitely cut. They're cut. The box office that don't sell tickets at the damn stadium, they're cut too. What's the purpose of having
Oh,
a
they don't
box
sell it at
office?
the door?
They don't sell box. The box office don't sell tickets.
Interesting. So what are they there for? Just to scan
So so
your
that's the
phone?
crazy thing. So we went to the box office because I'm having all these problems. So spend 15 minutes with the guy, right? He writing down shit. I'm thinking he finna come just bring me tickets and I can go in the game.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, you got to call Ticketmaster or your bank. I'm like, what the hell are you here for then? Right? Like why did you just waste 15 minutes of my day? Right? That
What was he
like
writing down?
I don't know. He was writing down the transactions and everything and just saying like, oh, he did purchase the ticket. But it was I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he fired too. I'm cutting all the asses, and then I'm sending out the blanking email. I ain't happy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
wasn't happy. But all in all, the game was good though. It was perfect timing because like we played at 1, that game was over by 4 at a 7:45 p.m. flight. So
Oh, geez.
so it was perfect. But then we was home by 10:30 last night, right? So it was like the perfect flight, right? To be able to come back home really quick.
All right.
Slept in, g- got up, went to a early morning basketball workout, then came back and went back to bed. so so I was a little bit tired, bro. I was exhausted, but I'm
Oof.
rested now, which is good. But it was a fun weekend, man. I tell you, if I don't miss anything about the South, I miss the damn food. Like, man, I miss the food so much.
Like what exactly do you miss? Like what's your main dish that you like? Oh man, I gotta go home. I gotta get this.
Well, you know what? That depends, but
Or
if you
dishes, let's say,
like
plural.
like that really does depend. But every time I go home, I have to go to Waffle House, right? So we went there yesterday morning for breakfast. My wife them hates it, but for me, I love it.
Why they hate it?
Um, because they don't they think it's too simple, right? So Saturday morning we went to like this brunch place that was really good in Atlanta. And my wife ordered, and they give you so much food. So she ordered food, and they gave her like two big ass pieces of catfish, right? And she only ate one. And I was like, "Damn, you don't even eat all your food." But
Eat
man,
it.
the chicken, the mac and cheese, the oh man, what did I have Friday night? Friday night we went to a Caribbean place and I had some jerk chicken, man.
Okay,
Oh my god, like you just can't recreate the food. That's one of the things you just can't recreate. It doesn't matter where you are, you can't recreate it, bro.
I agree.
No chicken strips in Georgia
There
or
is chicken
Florida.
strips there.
There is, but I don't eat it. No, I go after the real food. I go after the soul food always. But that's some really good jerk chicken.
Yeah,
Friday
when I
night.
go back home to visit, I barely eat like fast food.
Hmm.
It's usually whatever home cooked food or a spot that we ain't got here
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I gotta go get my food in.
yeah. No, but it was amazing, man. But it was electrifying, and it is tiring. I was actually, congrats to my wife for being a troop because I actually thought she was going to crash. First of all, everyone knows she's not a big sports fan, right? So all of a sudden, she's having to go to two football games,
Oh yeah, back to back
like
days.
back to back days. So that is a trooper for you right there, especially her not being a fan of anything. But she did have a Georgia shirt on, which is good. And then she wore a Falcons jersey yesterday.
Oh,
So
she
she
was
enjoyed
specially
it.
shopping just for that, huh?
She enjoyed it. She did. I think one of the things she was talking to me on the plane last night, and she was like, "The college games are so much more electrifying than, than the
Oh yeah.
NFL game." And again, like the
Well, it depends on the
difference.
team
Well, you also got 92,
in the college game.
93,000 people there, so it was definitely it was pretty cool. But definitely kudos to her because I didn't think she was going to make it back to back games. Um, Walking, a lot of walking, right? Especially, the
How
joy
the
the
knees holding up?
oh, my niece was good, bro.
Okay.
My niece was man, I felt like I had new knees this week.
Oh, because the weather.
Well, the weather anytime I get back to that heat, boy, it's just like going to Vegas. I just wasn't in Vegas long enough
Your
in July.
layover.
I
Oh,
went in Vegas long enough. So, but boy, them knees was on point, man. We walked a lot,
isn't it crazy how if you can go to certain places and your body can feel different in certain areas, and you
yeah,
get back
yeah,
where you're at home, and all of a sudden you feel like oh man, I can't move.
yeah. No,
Maybe it's
there
just
was
me.
no pain in the legs, bro. No pain in the legs. Now give it 2 weeks because it was raining this morning on me. So, but
Well, people,
nah, it was
man,
awesome
it's
though.
raining outside. My joints hurt.
Yeah, that was awesome. But I think my wife did get a little sense of when the guys go watch the games, how how intense, but also how much how a lot of walking, a lot
I
of
can tell you this right now.
tiring and stuff like that it gets.
If one game, my wife only lasted one, and more than likely it's the college game over the NFL game.
You think?
She don't do nothing on Sundays.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a rest day for most people.
No, that's definitely her rest day.
Yeah. Yeah, but nah, it
Definitely.
was good. It was good. I knocked out. I mean, I actually got a lot of rest, which is weird, and it's probably because I slept on the plane, which I usually don't do. But I was out, bro. I was out cold.
No worries. He was worried about was the games.
Damn Ticketmaster, they ass is cut. All them damn pending charges on my credit card right now
Should just said somebody else did it.
because they because they couldn't get their system right. Like I was not happy about that.
Wow. Well, my weekend was okay. Didn't do a whole lot. We did our annual meetup on Sunday. Peppermill. It's a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys
Um,
all went to the Pepper Mill.
yeah. It was probably like 15 of us.
Oh, numbers increasing.
Yeah. So it was a good little time over there. Um, what else happened this week? Nothing really happened. This was pretty much a laid back week for the most part. Had a lot of stuff happen last night, but
You, you
that's to
know,
be determined.
one of the things I don't like about going to the games, you miss all of the other games.
Oh, because you can't. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you kind of miss everything
But
else
you're
that's
watching your
going
team.
on.
That's who you're going to see
You
anyway.
are watching your team. That's a positive, but you're still wondering. Like for me, I think on my phone I had the Oregon Penn State game on,
Oh,
as
okay.
well as
Oh,
watching
yeah,
the
yeah,
Georgia
yeah.
game in between because I was curious how that game was close, right? Like you was getting a lot of
Yep.
alerts and stuff. So
Yep.
it's like,
Yep.
damn, what's going on here,
Then it
right?
was
It's a close
overtime.
game
Yeah.
here. Yeah, but I was ready to fire some of the Georgia coaching staff, in particular my offensive coordinator.
Ooh.
But Ticketmaster kind of topped them a little bit. So
Hey, he about to get rid of a lot of people.
hey, it's
A lot of
about
people
time.
you cutting.
Got
A
to
lot
get
of
rid
people
of them,
cutting.
bro.
Yeah. So my weekend was pretty short and sweet. Pretty simple. Just trying to catch up on my sleep. That was most of my stuff.
Yeah,
Waking up
yeah,
early. That's
that's
what I'm
good.
doing. But current events. Did you see my champion here, Bud Crawford, got pulled over and pulled out of his car by gunpoint
I saw that. I saw it today.
in Omaha on the day that he just received the key to the city and a parade. It was that next morning.
And it was his birthday.
Dang, I didn't know you know it was his
Yeah,
birthday. On top of
yeah,
that,
yeah. And it was his birthday, and he was pulled over at 1:30 in the morning,
hmm
with his security team. And response that the officer, I actually have it pulled up because I was reading it a few minutes ago. The response that the officer said is that when he walked up to the car, he saw a gun on the floor, and for his own protection, that's why they did that. However, I remind you, Nebraska is it's an open carry state, so
and
you
he,
should
and
be
he was he was already had a permit for it anyway.
yeah, yeah, but you also should be used to that. In most of the open carry states, is guns are visible, from my knowledge and understanding of the situation.
hmm
And I know the mayor came out, and now the police chief came out and said they're going to do a full investigation.
Ooh-wee.
Um, I'll be lying to you if I didn't say race or jealousy didn't play a part to that. It's A or B, but because I think, kind of like a lot of the other outlets said, they know who he was.
Correct.
They knew when they ran the license plates before they even walked to cars, right? Police automatically run a license plate. So
hmm
they knew all of that. And they still proceeded the way that they proceeded. So I'd be a little shocked. But you can't tell the dude not to live in Nebraska, right? Like Nebraska.
I mean,
But
that's where he's at.
I
Born and raised.
but talk about
Yep.
irony, man.
Your own
Like,
city.
yeah, just talk about like that's crazy. Like you get the key to the city, a parade, it's your birthday, you're driving home, and then you're at gunpoint all within 24 hours in the same city. That's a unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Glad he wasn't drinking or nothing though. I
But
think
he
that
doesn't
was
drink.
awesome. Yeah, I was told he didn't, but I'm just glad he wasn't, right? Like or any of that crazy stuff. And they said that he
But
was
they said
just
it was he was swerving.
yeah, they say he was swerving and driving reckless is what they said at 1:30 in the morning.
Huh.
I don't know if I'm don't drink and I'm 1:30 in the morning, I ain't gonna be swerving, but he could have been tired.
Yep.
It was a long day, right? But also police officers' definition of swerving and our definition is two different definitions. Let's just put it that way. Maybe he hit the yellow marker one time and they just made it a big deal.
Yeah. Well, what do you think what's gonna be the outcome from this? Do you think there's gonna be any kind of suspensions or any kind of
I don't think there'll be any suspensions. I don't. It's one of those things that I always stress out. You just learn from it. Um, I would really just like to know like the true reason. I hope there was body cam because I'm really curious. Um, that could be released, but not everyone wears body cam, so we won't know for a couple
yeah.
weeks.
I thought they made it a law in most states that you have to have body cam.
I don't think they have enough body cams out there for every officer to wear them, and I don't know if it was sheriff or police or what was the situation there, but I don't know. Because usually they release it within 24, 48 hours of you being pulled over if it's a high profile player or
Hmm.
person. So yeah, I don't know. We'll find out here, right?
Got another story for you, Mo. A woman in Michigan is
Mhm.
facing 10 years in prison for using EBT card to buy items to start a bake sale to profit off of. was sentenced and was arrested and bailed out the same day for $1,000 on a $50,000 bond. She goes to court sometime here coming up soon.
I thought you got to pay 10% to get out. Is that not true?
She paid $1,000 on a $50,000 bond. I don't know. Maybe it's different for her. But up to 10 years
I
for using some of your EBT
how was she,
items, which
how
you
was
can
she
still be
caught?
using to eat your own self.
How was she
But you,
caught? How was she caught though?
I have no idea. I didn't see who said or how they found out. But from January of 22 to I believe it was like March of 23,
I,
10 years because she was
man,
making baked goods to profit off of.
I
Now,
just
here's my quick question. Wouldn't you want someone that was using EBT to figure out a way to make money
to come off of
to get
EBT.
off? Thank you. Like, why are
Yeah.
we punishing someone that came up with an idea and just because she was poor or had to get her groceries that way, we're going to
hmm
go ahead and go and charge her with something?
I actually think that's a brilliant job by her because she's trying to find a way to make money.
Hmm.
Um, and hopefully eventually come off of EBT. I don't think that's worthy of any jail time or anything like that compared to the people that's out there selling EB. And again, I ain't gonna sit there and lie to y'all. Like I don't purchase plenty of stuff from people. All right, I ain't gonna say no names, so y'all ain't gonna come knocking on my door. But compared to the people that's out there selling it, right? At least she was using it for food or
Hmm.
to make a profit, right? I don't know the rules and laws around EBTs. I know they say it's supposed to be for your own benefit, for your family and stuff like that. But I also want to call out that I think about some of the people that used to sell me some coins, right? And they usually sell 2 for 1, right? So 200 for $1, and 100 in cash, stuff like that, or more. These people will have $3,000 and $4,000 worth of stamps on their EBT card for food. 3 and 4 grand. I mind you, the average
A month,
household doesn't.
right?
Yeah,
This is a month.
yeah. This is per month. So keep in mind, the average household don't even eat that much in a month. So what do you expect for them to do in that situation? Like I see if she was trying to get more
Hmm.
because she
Oh,
was
you mean
saying
to
that
add
she didn't.
more
Yeah,
stamps into it?
yeah, she was trying to get
This is a
more or
month.
whatnot, but she wasn't though, right? She was just making do, and she was still able to eat and
Correct.
provide. So I don't have a problem with it, bro. I just think that I think they're getting carried away, and that's just this administration, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's just this administration. But I just think about it like, how is that any different from people selling it?
Huh. So if you got unemployment, you used your unemployment money to start a business, would you be in trouble for using that money to start a
No,
business?
no, because unemployment is not government assisted. Unemployment is actually
Okay.
being paid for by your company, right?
Okay.
The company that terminated you or fired you, right? EBT money is all government assistance, right? Like that's not being paid by a private company or even a public company, depending on what it is. So you won't be in trouble there because that's just money that that's not governmental money.
Huh. That's got to be interesting because she can't be the only person.
I That's why it's how did she get caught? Like because everyone knows she's not the only person. Come on, man. Like these people out here, there's not a lot of people that's really just using only their EBT just for themselves for what it's supposed to be used for, right?
Hmm.
A lot of unethical people
Well,
out
this you
there.
got to remember. This was also two. She got caught 2 years ago, so this is back in 2022, 23. She was using it.
Yeah, I mean, also you got to understand what transpired during that time as well, right? Like you had a lot of people that was
PPP
using a lot
loan.
of government assistance during that point in time, PPP, right? All of that stuff that was happening, and just so happened she that also could have been tied to what she was doing. You never know, right? She could have used that and then turned around and took a PPP loan out because she had a business. Again, like they don't show you all the details around it or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure there was more to that story.
Yeah, I'll have to see what happens with that. That's very interesting. Always something. Neighbors dog, I think. Anyway, on to the next story. So we're still in the state of Michigan here. It's all over the internet right now.
Mm,
15-year-old JV football player out of Kalamazoo is facing controversy for jumping on an opposing player after the play was over, causing a spinal injury.
I
Did you
wish
hear
I
about
can.
that? Did you see the video?
This
And
is
I also
where,
posted in our chat, like, if you were the parents, what would you do? The coach, the players, like
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
this. And the dad's pleading to the school district to let his son still be able to go to
Mhm,
school,
mhm,
still be able to be an athlete. He made a
mhm,
mistake,
mhm.
but you know,
This
mistakes
is
also can end, change different things, the outcomes of lives.
this is where I think you and I need we need a Galingo producer. If anybody want to be a producer for free until we get our numbers up, that'd be great. Because I would be asking them to pull that video right now. Because yes, I did see the
Correct.
video over the
Yeah.
weekend. I did ask them, but I would be asking them to pull a video so everyone can see it. This is what we need a producer. There's no place in any sport for what he did. I just want to call that out. All right. I just want to make sure I'm super clear there. Should he be suspended from school? Absolutely not. Should he be suspended from sports? Absolutely. And then it could potentially be an assault based on what I've seen. But again, no one knows the consequences or the ramifications around it, right? Now the dad asking them to continue to allow his kid to be in sports, there has to be consequences around it, right? Whether he's suspended for the rest of the season, whatever the case may be, there needs to be something.
Some kind of
Um,
discipline.
yeah, on that part right there. I
Yeah.
don't feel that he should have been suspended from school. I'm a strong believer of that because yes, school does have a lot to do with what you do. Extracurricular activity and sports and stuff like that. But I don't think it was worthy of any sort of school suspension because it didn't happen at school during school
100%.
hours,
Gotcha.
right? So if it's not, happening in school during school hours and it's happening throughout the sports, they need to let the coaches determine what that punishment is, and then if they feel it's not valuable, then it can step in and override them or whatever the case may be. Um, what was wrong? The kid got a spinal injury or something?
Yes.
That was a big boy that jumped on him, by the
Oh
way.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
he
not
was a lineman.
he was
By
not a
the way,
little
just in
dude.
case
Yeah,
you guys haven't seen the video, he was a
yeah,
lineman. It wasn't
yeah,
a.
yeah.
It
He was
wasn't
not a
a.
little dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I looked at him, he was not a little
He was a
dude.
big kid.
Um, you know, man. Hold on,
Good evening.
hold on.
Well, you got the
Good
video,
evening
boys.
tonight.
We got the video. Appreciate you. See, our fans are good people. Let's see if I can share this thing. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it was intense.
Let me
It's
see.
kind of tough because I wouldn't I would do the same thing. I wouldn't kick him out of school. I would actually suspend him maybe for the rest of the year, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't kick him off the team.
Yeah.
I would let him
Um,
still be a part of the team. I let him still those things, but he just won't be able to play.
yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see us on the screen.
You can see us on the screen. I gotta figure this out. Hold on. What about now?
Yeah, you're good.
We're good now? All
But
right,
we're
let's
on there
look.
still, but you got the
All
news
right,
up.
let's look at this thing here. Let's look at this thing here. I'm gonna do this really quick. There we go. We're still on the screen because we need to look good still. But hold on. Look at this.
Police are looking into threats after a viral video involving a Kalamazoo Central football player. Thanks for joining us on News Channel 3 Live at 6.
is
I'm Andy
insane.
Dominiani.
And I'm Jessica Hardhorn. Parents and students say the threats
related.
target players and coaches on the junior varsity team, and some include racial slurs.
I didn't know
News
this was
Channel
on
3's Tyler
JV.
Brummett is live tonight outside the
Wait a
Kalamazoo
minute.
Public
I
Schools
didn't hear anything about the
Administration
racial
building.
slurs and stuff.
Tyler, you spoke with the player and his mom tonight, who say they're now going viral for another video.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
Jeff,
this
Andy,
part?
they both say that these threats have them worried. They tell me that many of these threats were made on social media as well as by people who actually called the school. And tonight, we know the Township of Kalamazoo Police Department is working with the district to learn more about these threats. Now, a warning, we are going to show you part of that viral video, which can be difficult to look at.
Reese Biskey tells me he was on the sideline during last Thursday's game when this happened. You see number 73 from Kalamazoo Central slamming all of his weight onto a Lakeshore High School player.
Like me, like you, he made a mistake. He is deserving.
It ain't funny. I just want
Wow.
to take a moment and call that out. Hold on.
He jumped on him, and then he jumped on him. And is that his teammate that was talking next? That came up.
That more than likely was a teammate, or it could have been somebody that's on the other team. You never know. I don't know, right? But no one knows. There's just no room for that. I mean, and I didn't know it was on a JV team. I thought it was a varsity game.
No.
Now, like I don't think he should be kicked off the team. I do think he should probably be suspended the rest of the season, given that there's 4 or 5 more games left. Because kicking a kid off the team is not gonna help that kid overcome the mistakes that he's actually made. Right? It just shows
all the stuff that he's gonna get.
And all of the backlash and stuff that he's gonna get. So I do think, I really do think that he shouldn't be kicked off. I do think he should be suspended. But more importantly, I feel the school should not suspend him. Like that right there is that.
Well, the school says they won't disclose the punishment.
I'm okay with that because again, it's a minor, right? So I am okay with that part, right? So it doesn't matter. Here's what I'm gonna say: if we can forgive adults for making dumb decisions here and there, and it doesn't matter what the situation is, we should be able to forgive kids, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if you know right from wrong, because we as adults also know right from wrong, and we still sometimes pick the wrong, right? And we typically ask for forgiveness at some point in time in our life, whatever that situation or scenario is. We should be able to do the same to kids, right?
I agree.
At the end of the day, they're kids, right? They haven't been in life as long as an adult. So again, I do think that he just needs to learn from it. I think he should probably take some classes or whatnot, and hopefully one of these NFL players step in and really kind of talk to the kid about how important it is to do the right thing. That would be my 2 cents to the whole situation.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of kids, Texas A&M University, Kappa Sigma fraternity is getting in trouble for torturing their pledges, having them do up to 500 squats in the dark, in the mud, while they're dizzy and puking, causing them to have black urine and unable to walk and being hospitalized. They are now under investigation, and so they are closed and suspended at this time. What do you got to say about this? I guess their thing of getting around it was like we didn't make them drink. That's what they're trying to say, is like we didn't make them drink anything. We just had them doing this. Even though that I'm pretty sure they did drink on top of that. Because
I actually thought Hazen was kind of done. Does that make sense? Like, I know that there's bullies out here, but I actually thought the hazing aspect of life was kind of done a little bit, right? Like, I didn't know it was still going on.
People still do it. They try to figure out ways to get people hazed. I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why it's a thing. But I guess it's just what was brought up from before, so you just keep the shit going.
I
don't even know. Trust me, they tried to do it.
I get that, but also, yeah, you can blame the hazers, 100%, right? You can blame the whole fraternity, sorority. It doesn't matter who does it, but you can blame them, 100%. But you, being a adult, also know when you've had enough as well.
Just be like, I'm done.
Right? Like, be like, oh, y'all, it ain't that important to be in this damn.
I agree.
It ain't that important to be in this. For y'all got me doing what? right? Y'all telling me I can't have nothing to drink? Man, get the hell out of here, right? Like, you know what I mean? So you also have the opportunity to walk away as well, right? Now, if you try and walk away and they don't allow you to walk away at that point, whole different conversation, right? All of a sudden, it's a whole different ball game. But I'm just thinking about what you just said, and I'm like, well, damn, we just talked about this little boy, right? Who, he's old enough to know right from wrong regardless, and he chose wrong in that moment, in that situation. And again, being an athlete, sometimes you tend to do dumb stuff, right? So, I think it's the same situation. These guys that are being hazed or bullied or whatever the case may be, in order to join any sort of fraternity or sorority, it doesn't matter what it is, they also should know that, nah, I'm good, right? So you're telling me you got to get in that much, that bad?
You will not get the seal of approval.
You know what? Damn, y'all, I go across the street and stomp against you.
I'm pretty sure they are not doing something at Kappa Sigma.
Hey,
That's not what's happening with them.
You know what? I saw it at Georgia. They was killing it. They was kicking it. But
that's like Sigma something.
Yeah, no, I saw them doing a little slide show at Georgia. So I don't know. I just think it's dumb. I think both groups are wrong in that situation. Hey, you should never haze anyone. I just think that's just some of the dumbest things. Probably also why I didn't join anything growing up either. And I was hazed. And
I did it just so I could do a Netflix story later.
I was hazed and bullied in football enough. So my freshman year. So I'm
so stay tuned.
That again. But then at the same time, they should have walked away. They shouldn't have kept allowing it. That's
First of all,
dumb.
maybe they can't walk away. Maybe they're out in the middle of nowhere, because they drive you out in the middle of nowhere, by the way, and you're going through all this hazing things.
I'll run.
Where you running to? It's dark in the middle of the night. You don't even know where. First of all, I'll tell you how this works. Just my experience.
They blindfold you. Go ahead. This is gonna be good.
They got a Netflix story coming. They literally come in to your room, put the thing over your head like you're almost kidnapped in the middle of the night. You're in the back of this van with everybody. You're like, where the hell are we at? What are we doing? Then you get out and you're at this random spot in the middle of nowhere with this hill that you got to run up, supposedly. And every time you run up a certain amount of feet, there's a certain amount of drinks you got to drink. And you can't keep going until you finish these drinks.
I'm out.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They put the wrong person in there, because at the time it didn't matter. It was going down. So I was like, y'all ain't doing nothing to me. I'm at the top of the hill already. They looking at me like, this doesn't make sense. What is going on? They were like, oh no, man, what is going on? This is not how this is supposed to go.
So you were supposed to struggle.
Yeah, they was thinking that they're like, you can drink that stuff and run up this hill. You're not gonna make it. I'm at the top of the hill.
I'm out. I do think it's dumb though. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's dumb.
I'm telling you, they be doing all that crazy stuff, but you be in the middle of nowhere.
It's one of the dumbest things. And if they have any sense, make them sign a waiver so you're covered.
Ooh, a waiver.
Make them sign a waiver. You're covered.
You might have just started something new with fraternities and sororities.
Then you're covered, right?
Half of them just gets closed down anyway.
Yeah, they do. And then they go start another one across the street. Just like I said, if I had enough, I'm going across the street.
You're just going to start your own fraternity?
Hey, you know what?
Who was that? There was whatever that show was, that movie, he started his own fraternity.
Hey, I will start my own. I cannot fulfill the obligations to be in that fraternity across the street.
Not
so
all
I'm going to go across
fraternities do
here.
hazing, but a lot of them do.
Oh, because then I will start a fraternity for no hazing.
The no haze fraternity.
Yep.
You'll have all the cool people in there.
I will have all the cool people. Join for free.
They'll be like, we're going here. No hazing. Oh man, college, and on we go to college football.
Oh, we don't have to go there yet.
Or you got another story?
There's been a lot of stories in the news this weekend, man. I've been getting all kind of alerts. Staying in Michigan, all right? Like you like Michigan so much.
Oh, you're going? Oh, yeah.
Did you see that church shooting, and then he set the church on fire?
I didn't see it. I read it.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
bro, that church was like a damn brush fire. It was, yeah.
It was ex-military guy, I heard.
Yep, nothing safe. Without talking about anybody political aspects, because that's the first thing everybody want to say, was he right or left, which is dumb. That was just a crazy ass dude, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
You went
Well,
up
at the
in
same
that.
time, did you see what happened in South Carolina?
Did I miss something?
Well, the guy that rode up in his boat and shot up the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. But wasn't he a Nets employee though?
I don't even know who he was.
Bro, these are just these are some crazy people, bro. Like when I saw that, I was just blown. I was like,
Do you want to know how the number mass shooting that is at this point of this year?
How many total?
328
that we've had total in 9 months. In 10 months.
Yeah.
10, and it hasn't been 10 full months. Like we're ending the 9th month right now. So in 9 months, we've had 300 plus mass shootings. That is,
see how regular that is? Remember, like 20 years ago, that wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, it's normal now, bro. It's normal. Right?
Like if it was, and we must not have talked about it enough because it didn't seem like it was a thing.
It's just becoming so custom to it at this point in time. It's just crazy. But that is like when I saw that, man, and I was flying home last night when I was asleep. Then I was watching a game, and then I was looking on my computer, and I was looking at everything that was happening in the world, like I usually do a couple times a week. And I was like, that is crazy. And then in our own city of Portland, our wonderful leader we have is now sending 200 troops
to the craziness in Portland. Oh, I love it. There's so many people protesting downtown. They're just tearing these streets up. I'm glad they're using all this federal money to bring some troops in to shake hands with and throw high fives up to the air.
You know what I was chatting.
Dumb, so dumb.
But when I was chatting with my wife, what was crazy about it as we was chatting, she was like, I thought they said for nobody to show up and make him look dumb. I was like, that'll probably be the brightest thing that we can do as human beings, but it's just not going to happen in the world we're in today. But when I saw that, bro, I was like, you got to be kidding me. So this week, I would recommend everybody to stay away from McAdams Avenue because I don't think it's going to be a pretty week for the great city of Portland peoples. Just FYI.
Hey, you got to go to work. You got to go to work.
I don't think it's going to be a good scenery for the great city of Portland. That's all I'm going to say. But then I think I got one of the funniest stories. Now, this one I don't know if I can find. If my producer can find it. But a dude in Chicago on a bicycle. Right? I saw it on TikTok today. So he was on the bicycle, roll up to the ICE people who was working in Chicago, talking about, so I'm illegal what? I'm illegal what? So they all just standing there laughing, right? So he dropped his phone off his bike, right? He got off the bike, bent down and picked it up. They started chasing him. He booked it with his bike, jumped on the bike and outran. Hey, it was a movie, bro. You can't
So somebody was recording this the whole time?
Somebody recorded this the entire time. It's been all on the news outlets, but you got to see it in person to be like, what is going on right now?
Wait, did you see that Ice Cube's bus got firebombed?
Correction, that was not his bus. His bus was in Oakland being maintenance. That was his team's bus.
Oh well.
He released that statement, by the way.
Because people thought it was ice. Come on now.
Yeah, I did saw that. So, man, it's been
don't roll around in the bus.
It's been some crazy stuff, man. But that video today, I saw Buddy, and he was on like the bicycle that Red was on in Friday. He wasn't even on like a 10 speed or anything like that. He was on a cruise. He was on a pimped out cruiser. How crazy is that, bro? And he was just chilling, right? Talking crap to him, rolling, and they all just standing there. So he dropped his phone. So he had to get off his bike to get his phone. He got off the bike, got his phone, and started chasing him. He running with the bike, jumped on it.
What are you chasing him for?
Oh, man. Here's the thing.
Because he said he is?
Hey, here's the thing. Hold on. I'm finna show the video. This is what I love.
Revenue potential? Save time and resources.
Hold on. I'm gonna show the video to you. Give it a second here.
By closing deals faster with Conga's contract management software.
I mean, he talking crap to him and everything, bro. This was priceless. Hold on. I was just crying laughing on this when I said, "You got to be kidding me!" Like we're joking, right? All right, can we see my screen again? Yeah, you got it. Watch this.
He said he's not a U.S. Border Patrol.
Watch this. There go my guy.
Oh, he in front of them.
Yeah, but just keep watching. Watch. Look, he don't stop now. Watch this.
Hey, I'm not a U.S. citizen. No. No. Yes. No.
So he done dropped his phone. They laughing at him. Booked it on him.
They still didn't catch him right there?
No, they didn't catch him. Bro, you can't make that
dude
up,
had the
bro.
ankle and everything. How could he not get him right there?
They didn't catch him, bro. Oh, man.
What's
Some things you just, man. Yeah, they didn't catch him. How's it going, Sweetie?
Now, if they would have caught his ass, he would have been upset.
He would have been upset, but bro, that was so priceless, though, man.
You lucky he got away from the video.
Hey, he booked it, bro. He booked it. So that jump was funny, boy. Some things you can't make up, but these people in this world are very entertaining, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we got the troops rolling in.
Hey, they rolling in. It's gonna get ugly because the people in Portland don't back down from challenges, and now I just hope that no one is killed or murdered or anything like that, and y'all be careful because it's he's already made it clear that there's no such thing as a peaceful protest anymore. Because I think those people had been protesting outside the ICE building for a little while now, but it's been all peaceful to my knowledge because we haven't seen anything online.
No issues.
Right, no issues. But now I think those issues finna come.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have those other people that come just to mess stuff up.
Yeah. So and then I think I saw one of the dumb things that I saw is I think they was already carrying somebody away yesterday. So one of the videos I saw. So no, it's just gonna get crazy. It's ridiculous. But again, I just hope people be safe.
Oof. Look at there, they're talking about it behind you.
That's everything that's going in our world, man. Everything in our world is just insane right now. Like
right behind you right now, the news is talking about it.
Some of this stuff you just can't make up. But like again, hopefully we're all safe again. That's important, people.
Oh yeah, they are talking. Yep. That's what they're talking about.
What else we got?
Sports.
Jumping to sports now.
Yeah, we're in college football, man. We have some teams with some upsets in college. Yeah, your Bama got your team.
You want to talk about my team or you want to talk about your team first?
My team didn't get an upset.
It was close.
My team almost had an upset.
I was watching it. I was watching it. It was close.
Here. It says Bama upset of Georgia, Florida State losing to Virginia.
Yeah.
And then my team giving another game away. Another game away.
So the Bama Georgia game, I had a couple things. Don't pour me a drink, guys. So I'm multitasking. But I got a couple things about that game, right? Couple outcomes. First of all, they snapped our 33-game home streak. A little bit upset about that because we was crushing it at home. So that was
that's tough.
That was a little bit bothering. But here's the thing. I had already said we were losing 3 games this year, right? Tennessee, which we magically won that game. Alabama, for the simple fact that we've played them 10 times and only beat them 1 in the last 10 attempts.
Really? That's crazy.
So, yeah. So
even
people don't.
The new coach.
Yeah. So even just sit back and think about it. The 2 championships we won, we had 2 losses. They were both to Bama. So, it's not.
So you're saying it's good luck?
It's not that. I mean, I'm saying if you're a Georgia fan, it's expected. Like, we're like, fuck, they got our number. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the preparation is. I don't know if Kirby just folds up because he was there for so long with Saban before he came to Georgia, right? I don't know what it is, but we played them the last 10 times. We've only beat them once. It's like Tennessee beating us, right? I don't think Tennessee has beat us since 2014, right? And they came close. So like it's it's that same situation that there's just some teams in the SEC. It doesn't matter how good you are, they just have your number, right? And every once in a while you beat them. I was hoping that was going to be that once in a while, but we should have kicked the field goal when we had the opportunity. B, I don't know how the hell Buddy missed a wide open catch with no one around him for a touchdown, and then fell after it to just try and sell it a little bit. Don't sell it, bro. You dropped the pass. You dropped the pass. And then one of the things I did not like about Kirby's decision, Frazier fumbled the ball. He's a talented freshman who's struggled with the ball, but to bench him the rest of the game when he's your best running back by far, I thought that was kind of crazy of Kirby or
went off. He had 100-some yards.
The other one did, yeah. But Bobo or whatever. But again, the other one's a senior, right? Where Frazier's a true freshman. So when you bench a player like that instead of trying to find a way to bring them back, right? You're going to more than likely lose him in the portal, right? He's already from LA. USC is now showing signs of light, right? So we stole him out. We stole him from LA. You just got to try and find another way, but benching him wasn't the key to a true freshman where you put him in such a big game like that, right?
Yeah.
I think there's other ways to figure it out. Kirby used to do a really good job at giving them the ball a second time around with the other running backs that I've seen in the past, but it is what it is, man. I mean, it was a tough loss for us, but but again, it's not surprise. I'm not surprised as a fan because we just can't figure out a way to beat Alabama.
Florida State losing to Virginia.
That was a Friday night game. I watched that game.
They were expected to be undefeated until they met Miami.
Yeah. So my stance on Friday night games for top 10 teams has not failed me yet. Do not bet on a top 10 team on a Friday night. They always lose. There's something about Friday nights, bro. I'm telling you. Oregon played somebody several years ago when they was the number one team. I want to say it was Washington or Washington State when they was number one team in the country on a Friday night. Lost to them. Every year on a Friday night, a top team goes down. Every year, bro. There's something about a Friday night games. Yeah, check the analytics. But I'm gonna bet against them. Virginia played a hell of a game, though. They did.
Virginia's undefeated.
Yeah, Florida played a horrible game. Virginia played a good game.
Interesting. Vanderbilt's undefeated still.
Game day is going to be in Alabama this week for the Alabama Vandy game.
Oh.
I'm happy to see that Vandy is undefeated because they've been the worst team in the SEC for years to come.
They were on the upline last year. Did you watch the Netflix?
They got better last year, but I'm excited for them. Like kudos to them. Between them and Kentucky, they usually are the worst two teams in the league. But no, I mean, if they go into Alabama and Tuscaloosa and beat them, they might be for real.
Well, the Sucks won their game in overtime, double overtime with the interception there, closed the game out.
Yeah,
Penn State had an opportunity to do something they hadn't done forever or ever. I don't think under their coach.
But you don't like my TV? Here, I'll turn to Sports Center. Hold on.
Who said that?
Williams.
It's just got news on there.
It do just got news on it.
You ain't supposed to be watching what's behind them anyway. You're supposed to be listening to the conversation.
Exactly. Thank you. There we go. There we go.
Change what's on behind you.
Get some sports on. There we go. Oregon is talented. Oregon is talented. Would they
have the third highest payroll?
I was also saying that about Georgia when we lost. Like we're gonna have to start paying people. Like like I think our payroll is like 10 million compared to these other schools at 50
Ohio
and
State,
and
Oregon.
50 and 60 million dollars.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to figure something out, bro. But regardless if they have a high payroll or not, they're pretty damn talented. And for them to go into Penn State and win on a Saturday night, which in my opinion, I think it played more in Oregon's favor, given that it was a 4:30 p.m. game for Oregon versus a 9 a.m. game that USC lost. It's a big difference when you travel back east and you have a night game versus you travel back east and you have that 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. kickoff.
2:30, yeah.
So I do think that, kudos to them, man. I got to give credit where credit's at. We know I don't like them at all
Never
whatsoever.
giving them credit.
But they played really good this weekend, and congrats
That
to them.
was their toughest game of the schedule, and y'all lucked out and got a win. Now,
They
good
should
luck on your JV schedule.
they should go undefeated at this point. But I would not
Yeah,
sleep
said
on
it.
I would not sleep on Indiana this weekend. I just won't because
They
you
play
just don't.
Indiana?
They do. You don't know what Indiana team is going to show up. It could be the one that showed up and beat the
They
brakes off
undefeated
of
also.
Illinois, or it could be the one that shows up and get the brakes beat off of them like last year. So,
Yeah, they beat the brakes off of Illinois, and then Illinois went and beat the brakes
mhm,
off of somebody else that
mhm,
was undefeated.
yeah, yeah. So they do got Indiana, but again, kudos to Oregon, man. That's all I can say about them.
And my team is, like I said, we're just off in the wind. On to another one. The Beavs keep doing what they're doing.
You guys play well. I'm gonna be honest. You play well enough to win a game. That's all I can say.
We should be
Given
3-2 right
given
now.
given that I've watched you guys play week in and week out, and I haven't watched an entire game. I've watched quite a bit of it, and then I turn. But you should probably be 3-2. This last game was unfortunate.
All the games we lost was within field goals
It happens, bro.
that we missed
It
because we
happens.
don't have a long snapper or a kicker or can't block people from blocking
Mhm.
kicks.
I think kicking's a problem for everyone this year.
No, the biggest problem for us. The difference in the difference of being 0-5 and 3-2. Big difference.
I think
The
it's a
difference
problem for
between
everyone.
special teams coach losing his job or the head coach losing his job, because I don't know why we can't figure this out in week 5 now, that we got to have somebody that be able to snap the ball, long snap it. Somebody should be practicing this shit every day. Like right now, you should be practicing.
So I actually think your coach is fired at the end of this year, to be honest with you.
Well, he better start
Um,
firing somebody else before they fire him. Like, get rid of
That's
your
that's
special
probably
teams
why,
guy.
because by now you should have got rid of somebody, given your loss and you haven't. So
I think they
again,
might give him another year only because he played there and he had such a turnover with the change of everything in the league and
yeah,
all the players. I think they're going to give him one more year.
that's a possibility. I can see that.
Just because I think they give him one more year, even
I-
though we're struggling. Even they can see that we should be winning these games,
Yeah,
and it's coming down to the dang special teams,
yeah.
literally special teams.
There was a lot of upsets this week, and I mean, even the USC game was close.
Yeah.
I at least got to watch highlights when I got back to my hotel at 1 a.m. or
Mhm.
1:30, whatever time we got back. But even the USC game was really close as well. But yeah, no, there were some upsets this weekend, bro, and I think it's only gonna get worse. I do think the bigger teams are gonna start to go down, because now you got teams playing with heart versus teams playing with money, right? Money has the most talent, but when you got big hearts like some of these teams, man, some of these teams are looking to get a little extra payday by being some of these teams.
Yeah. Hard work beats talent every day.
Yeah. Then we got some good games coming up too, so that should be fine as well.
Shoot, I got a whole weekend of work and I don't get no football this weekend. Oh, off to the NFL. Week 4 is underway. Crazy day of games yesterday. Believe it or not, the Baltimore Ravens, people's pick for the Super Bowl, are sitting at 1-3.
I think Lamar benched himself yesterday.
This is insane.
I think he benched himself. I don't think he was hurt. I just think he was hurt. He was
His feelings were hurt?
heartbroken. He was heartbroken. But I don't think he was hurt. right? Like I think he benched himself. In a game that I actually thought that they could have potentially came back if they just played a little bit better, or they just had one different play that was better. But Kansas City exposed them, and a lot of people did pick Baltimore. That's why I don't believe there should be preseason favors, or there should be any sort of
It's all
um,
they got to do it for the
or there
TV.
shouldn't be top tens or anything like that in college because you don't know until the season gets going, and it looks like Baltimore's trending the opposite way um, of this year.
Man, I feel bad for Baltimore. And you know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for my own guy, King Henry, right there. They ain't even giving him the ball no more. Man, he's killing me in my fantasy, by the way.
You want to trade? Send me a trade.
Like 5 people have tried to trade me. I'm still not going to trade because eventually
Well,
you're going to
well,
have to wake up. You can't sleep
well,
forever.
I think after Tyreek Hill, Jamisa will probably need a trade tonight.
Jeez. That was another
um,
thing on the list I was going to get to after we talked about the
we'll,
teams.
we'll, we'll, we'll wait. I just had to say that comment. But with Derrick Henry, I think there's multiple reasons why he's not getting the ball. I think 3 different times this year where they had the chance to win, he fumbled the ball, right? So yeah, they're 1-3. But if you take 2 of those games, it was because they just made horrible mistakes down the stretch, right? Their true loss was just to Kansas City yesterday, and
Yeah.
I just think they just got
Oh,
off
no.
the plane and didn't show up.
Detroit gave him a true loss.
Right. So I think that was a loss that should have occurred. I think the other 2 games that they did lose was they were winnable games easily.
Not against us. The other 2, yeah, not against us. No. The Giants get their first win behind
Mm,
that dude, Jackson
mm.
Dart, Mr. Show Off himself, rookie.
Russell Westbrook is. I mean,
They are now 1-3. They beat the Chargers, who were 3-0 with the top
mm-hmm,
5 ranked defense.
mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the Giants and Jackson Dart's first initial start?
It always happened when they do a QB change. They ain't winning another game. They're done. But Russell Wilson is officially on the trade on the trading block after that game yesterday. I think earlier when we chatted, we in our coaches channel, they were like, why didn't they wait until after he played the Chargers um to start him? And that's why, right? They just
Well,
never
we
knew.
well we thought Chargers defense was going to be Chargers defense top 5. Confuse him, make him do things he weren't expecting to do.
They didn't do that. They didn't do any
Correct.
of that. So
And
no,
Herbert
I was actually
looked
surprised to
like
see
the
that
rookie
one.
out there.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see that. I think it was an 11.5 point spread, and
Mhm.
I think I took the Chargers to kind of blow them out, and it did not happen. So I probably shouldn't be gambling
Yeah,
anymore.
a lot of people probably picked the Chargers to blow them out. Herbert didn't show up.
No,
Neither did the defense.
that was
But I
just
can't talk because my guy Johnson dropped a bunch of passes. So NFL was a day of drop passes. There was a lot of drop passes. Like these dudes was not able to catch the ball for nothing. Even though my Lions they won, but they still dropped a lot of passes.
yeah. See, I
A
didn't get to
lot of
watch.
drop passes.
I didn't get to watch a lot. I got to watch Sports Center, but I didn't get to watch a lot of
Well, I'm letting you
football.
know there could be them bloopers tapes of all people just dropping passes all day.
Could have sought one up yesterday.
Butterfingers is going to be what it's called, the B-roll Butterfingers. Green
Yeah.
Bay Packers, they're on the slide.
Mm-hmm.
They lose to Cleveland, and they go to Dallas with the worst defense, with the best defense in Green Bay, and they give up 40 points to the Dallas Cowboys and end the game in a tie. The second highest game to end in a tie in NFL history. See, I got NBA in my mind already,
Yeah.
getting close.
I saw that on the plane. I got to sit back and watch that game, which was awesome to watch. I I think we made Green Bay better than what they are. When I say we, I'm referring to the media, right? Because after week 1, how amazing they were.
Yeah, they
Um,
dominated my Detroit Lions.
they dominated week 1, but we also got to understand that was a divisional game as well, right?
It's also
Um, and it was week 1, right? So I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna do that again to the Lions. You don't know, but I do. I just think after week 1 and how great Michael Parson was, whatever the last name is. I just think everybody was just on that defensive bandwagon after week one because of the big trade the week before, right? And their defense is not as good as you think it is if you
They
take
were
the
good the
last 2
first 2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah, but if you take the last 2.
Or Cleveland only gave up 17, but yeah.
So, it's just those things, man. Like, that was a high scoring game. That was a high scoring game. But
Dak
also,
is leading the NFL in passing yards.
yeah, but also if you also take that game, they were on the verge of winning, and again, there was another mistake that occurred with them, just like it's been with every other team, where someone scoop and score or fumble or pick the ball up or whatever the case may be. But just like a few other teams that's supposed to be really good, they're one play away from making bad decisions down the stretch.
Yeah, a lot of that. Like the guy that had the touchdown
Hmm.
and he dropped the ball right before he went
Yep,
to the end
yep,
zone.
yep. And it's happening to star players.
Right in the games earlier, fumbled
Yep,
on the goal line
yep,
before he
yep.
went across for the Miami game.
Yeah, that was crazy, by the way. Like, that was a crazy fumble, but he punched it out at the perfect time.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of different things happening with that.
Mhm.
So about that 40-point tie, is that more about Green Bay's? You brought it up. Is that more about Green Bay's defense, or is that more about Dallas's offense without CD Lamb?
I think it's both.
They can switch
Um,
it up.
I actually think it's both. Dallas offense hasn't been horrible this year. If you sit back and think about it, Dallas offense also wasn't horrible last year either, until Dak Prescott got hurt,
Yeah.
right? So I know I'm big Dallas hater. I don't like Dallas at all. But um, Dak Prescott is actually not a bad quarterback, right?
Mhm.
He's not horrible. And I think with CD Lamb being out, he's forced to have to make the right throw versus the forceful throw.
So I was
Uh,
about to ask you something. Do you think that a lot of these quarterbacks, when they lose their top receiver, feel a little bit better now because then they don't have to force, like you're about to say, force it.
the
Now they
pressure's
can
not on.
spread the ball
The
around,
pressure's not on.
and
Yeah,
every other player has to step
yep.
it up.
Yep, it's the same thing with New York, the Giants yesterday. Then they
Yeah,
lost their
that's
guy.
what I was about to say.
Yeah, yeah, the pressure's not on, right? Because you don't have nobody running to their coach complaining, or now you don't have that offensive coordinator in
Or
his
Hill just got
backyard.
hurt too. Like
Yeah, or that offensive
all these
coordinator
top
saying,
receivers.
but with Hill, if you take the injury away, but with Hill, they don't try and force anything to him. Like, they just find, like, Tua don't care. Tua just goes through the reads, right?
Mhm.
And he'll just magically be open because he's the cheetah, right? So I don't know. I think offensive coordinators don't have to force things to players that are in double coverage and stuff like that when the
It kinda
best player
makes me
go
go
down.
back to Allen when what's his name left,
Mhm. Yep, yep,
and how he's been playing since he's been gone.
yep, yep. Keenan
And how
Allen's been killing it.
yes. No,
Yeah.
not Keenan Allen. Not Keenan Allen. Josh Allen,
Oh, Josh Allen. Yeah, yeah,
Buffalo.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no,
But
he's been killing
Coleman
it.
as a new they got Coleman, the receiver out there, but no, he's just
Mhm.
had different receivers out there, and they all been
Yeah,
stepping up, and so he's just been
yeah,
leading and passing.
yeah. But the thing
He
about
ain't
it
had no
is,
top receiver.
yeah, and that's the thing, right? When you don't have a top receiver, you hit whatever's open at that point. From an offensive coordinator, you're calling an offense, not I got to get this person the ball because we're paying him $10 million
Right.
to get the football, right? So it is a world of a difference, man.
Hmm. Chiefs look good though. Chiefs looked a whole lot different when they had somebody to throw the ball to down the field. Mahomes gets 4 touchdowns, goes crazy because Worthy all of a sudden shows up and can catch the ball.
Wordy sure did look good, didn't he? He sure as hell looked good.
Man,
You
and they
know,
ain't got Rice back yet. One person came and KC looked like they was a whole
I
different team.
I laugh at Worthy because he looked good as hell this week, and I bet Mike Walker was happy as hell.
Oh yeah.
Then the next week when he looked shitty, I'm gonna hear Mike Walker complaining about we need to get rid of his ass. But so
I told Mike to be ready. We got him in 2 weeks.
yeah, that was a hell of a game. But no, the Chiefs did look good. For everything I was able to see. So kudos to those guys. Um, yeah, and then Tyreek Hill injury. That was a nasty, gruesome injury, bro. That was nasty.
Dislocated knee.
But you know what's crazy is every time those ankle tackles happen, crazy stuff, bro. Like they land so awkward.
Yeah, but it didn't look like he got tackled very hard.
No, he just got hit on the shoe and he got tied up and that leg got stuck, boy. When that camera showed that picture, I said, "Oh, he's out. He's done."
Yeah.
But that was crazy. I was.
There's a lot of injuries though. A lot of injuries.
What was
Top
crazy?
players getting hurt.
What was crazy about that was that my wife had just asked me, "Hey, am I winning?" And I started laughing. So I flipped it on. So I was like, "Oh, she was winning too." And I don't know if she finished with the win or if she ended up losing,
I ain't talking about my fantasy.
but she was killing it because Tyreek was killing it. And then all of a sudden, Tyreek went down, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a problem." But with my fantasy, I think one of the things I hate more than anything is I'm tired of scoring 400 points and still losing. When I see other people in our
You
league
were
only
trying to score
scoring
400
2-some,
points and losing?
it's
I'm
tiring.
about to be 1-3.
Well, I am 1-3. Oh yeah, and look, my wife's 2-2. She did win that game. She pulled
Yeah,
that
I'm
one
about to
off.
be 1-3.
Yeah,
With an A+ draft,
that's always the case.
averaging 450 points a game.
That's when you know
Like,
you ain't.
this is crazy.
That's when you know you ain't a GM.
No, this is when I know that these dudes need to get the ball. Like this is when you want to be in the game and yelling at the coaches and stuff. Like leave him in the game. Let him get a touchdown. He need to get a touchdown. People got money on the line here.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear
Like they
you.
took him out and they took what's the name out in the game. I was like, let him stay in the game. He only carried the ball 10 times.
Yeah. I mean, the Derrick Henry situation is crazy. What was funny was the chat just said, um, Platinum, I think you came back and won. You
No
didn't come
way.
back. You didn't come back and win that game.
I was like,
They lied to you. They lied to you. You did not come back and win
it
that
was like
game.
500 to 4 something when I looked.
Yeah. That girl put up 554 in our league chat.
554.
554. Like,
That's because she had Mahomes.
no, she played Baker Mayfield.
Oh yeah, Baker had like 4 70-yard touchdowns.
You had Mahomes, but
4
I mean,
touchdowns.
all her players played good. Metcalf had 71, Cook had
No, my dudes.
68,
Henry
Swift
had like
balled
7.
out, Williams balled
Williams had like
out.
9.
Yeah,
He
that
dropped
was
5.
crazy.
He dropped 5 to 6 passes. Could have had a touchdown. Could have had a 60-yard touchdown. Dropped it.
Yeah.
No, my dudes be just
No.
It messing me up on purpose.
So I'm 1-3. Nothing new with me. I'm
Down
always
at the
losing in
bottom.
fantasy.
This is the first time I've been in 1-3 to start.
Not me. I'm always losing. I'm always at the bottom of the pile.
Usually 50%. I'm usually 500 or above.
I'm always at the bottom
After
of the
week
pile.
4.
I'm so
This
used
is
to it
crazy.
now.
I'm 1-3 and 2-2 in both leagues. Not good.
I'm 3-0 in the other league, or 3-1. I think I lost this
okay.
week, but that's good. That's a good thing.
And we don't even have the highest scoring over there.
I'm
But
still in my.
I had that Green Bay defense, and it got me -6 points.
I'm still in my big money pool, so that's a good thing.
Oh, is that the one where you got to pick the loser?
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm still in it.
Ooh. How many people are still left in that one?
It was like 5,000 and something.
5,000 people.
When I checked. Yeah, dude, it started out with like 22,000 people in that.
Is this all over the country? Like what?
Yeah, it's global, bro. It's everywhere, bro. But it was 22,000 people that started in our survival pool, and now we're down to 5,000.
A 22,000 fantasy league. That's
in a
crazy.
survival pool, bro. Now we're down to 5,000. That's how fast everybody went out.
That's got to be the most people I've ever heard of to be in a league.
No, 22,000 in a survival pool. That's pretty
And
impressive.
if anybody's heard more people be in a league, please let me know. 22,000 people is a lot.
Yep, all in a survival pool. All you got to do is pick the losing team every week.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You guys all meet over Zoom?
There's no meet.
Just talking about the games and stuff like, you're out.
That would be insane to meet over Zoom with 22,000 people. That'd be insane.
Or you had 22,000 people and you had to do a real draft.
Yeah, there's no way. That's not enough. That's not enough.
You have to do like 100 different separate drafts.
Yeah, that'd be insane even too. I don't even know if you can do a draft that big.
Yeah, we're kind of pushing it at 16.
I love it.
I think 14 is max.
No, I love it. I love it. I love the 16 team league. I love not having nobody on your bench. Make
Just
you
go
have
20,
to
so you don't have no subs.
make you have to think a little bit. Yeah, you got to make a different strategy.
Yeah, maybe.
The Broncos blew out the before we jump to our next topic. We only got a couple more minutes before we jump to that topic. Broncos blew out the Cincinnati Bengals. Are they done for the year?
Oh yeah. How many interceptions did Browning throw?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was on this call.
He was averaging 2.5 a game, by the way.
In 2 games.
In 2, he had 3 one game. He had 2 the other game. And they were talking about, oh yeah, he's gonna be so good in the offense. We've had him. He's branded. That dude came in there playing like Brett Favre.
You know,
just throwing it.
I was hoping that Dez joined this meeting tonight, but I had a feeling he was not going to.
Why would he join this, knowing that we'll be back, we'll be good. He only gonna be out for another 3 weeks. He gonna come back. Watch.
I actually think he should have joined because I hope he wasn't still watching that game.
Oh, he was still watching it. Hey, Higgy with the Bengals is like me with the Beavers. I watch it. It'd be home, but I ain't really watching it.
Come on, man. Just one more. Give me one touchdown. We can get back in this thing.
Shoot. No, but if I saw like that score, I would have turned the TV off though.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Like that wasn't worthy of a Monday night game.
Not at all.
They Monday night's not happy about that. They killed their ratings with those 2 games on.
Well, I think Monday night is killing ratings with 2 games in general, right? Like I think one game, that Dolphin game should have been the game that they played.
But usually, Monday nights is for the prime time. Sunday nights and Monday nights are the big games. Like you can go and look at the stuff and switch stuff around right now and be like, no, we don't want them teams to be playing next Monday or whatever.
Yeah, but I also think with that, Sunday night, Monday night, they done got to the point where everybody has to have a Monday night game. Everybody has to have a Sunday night game versus making it about the big teams, right? And that's why you have so many games on Monday nights and Sunday nights now. Because everybody
I'm not
apparently.
complaining about the games on Sunday, Monday.
I am with Mondays. Mondays, I still think it should only be one. For the people that work, right? Like starting the game at 4:00. Like the Dolphins came on.
They're watching it, right?
Yeah, I get that, but the Dolphins came on at 4:00, right? Like
it was like it's 7:00 out here.
But then they make you have to choose between the Monday night games as well, right?
Just double screen.
Some people can double screen. You're right. I can double screen, but not everybody have that capability either. So just keep that in mind too.
Well, you know what you can do if you don't. Get YouTube TV.
Go to the bar.
Or go to the bar. That's where you can watch all the games. Or you just get a bunch of TVs.
I still think it's a waste of a Monday night game, bro. And show me
should they have two Sunday night games?
No, like Sunday night, Monday night. You've made it clear it's supposed to be for the prime time games, right?
Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night.
You've made it clear. Prime time games. I would just again like Sunday night, Monday night, prime time games. You'll know.
Yeah, this is different. They only did it like a couple times last year where the games were on 2. Now they're doing it like every other Monday.
Yeah, because keep in mind, last year it always started happening after Thanksgiving to get all of the games done. Then you have the 2 Monday night games.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they're doing it at the beginning of the year, right?
every
Which kind of sucks because it cut into Sundays, right? Like you plan on spending your entire day at the bar on Sundays or wherever you are, right? You catch all of the morning games and then there's only two afternoon games, right? Or 3 afternoon games, and you're like, what's going on now, right? So I guess they're trying to make the bar people go home early now.
I'm pretty sure there's some people happy about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's always people happy about it, but it still sucks.
Glad you're coming home early. You're not there till 8:00.
Yeah, it still sucks. All right, we got Q&A time, bro. We got 7 minutes.
7 minutes? No, we got to go longer.
7 minutes. What we got?
Oh shoot, I got a lot of questions.
We ain't getting through all of them.
By the way, Nadine loved my questions last week. By the way, I just had to put that out there. So shout out to Nadine for appreciating my questions.
No, that's nice, Eric, because I thought they sucked.
Oh man. All right, here we go. Are prison buses equipped with emergency exits?
You know what? They are. However, how the hell are they gonna get out when they shackled down?
I don't know. But I don't even know there's an emergency exit on there. Aren't the exits blocked off?
Dude, there's an emergency exit. At least when I watched the A-Team, the prison bus they were on, they had an emergency
That's a
exit.
prop bus. That's not even a real one. Somebody knows. Let me call one of my cousins.
They gotta have emergency exits. If not, that's a code. That's a code issue.
For what?
It's a bus, bro.
How are you gonna get out anyway? You just said you're shackled.
I don't know.
How are you gonna open the door?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now we gotta ask somebody because if something does happen, how are people supposed to get out? Then you can get sued for that.
Now all of a sudden you're really curious on that right there. I think that's crazy.
Somebody's Googling it right now. You or somebody in the chat is Googling it just to see if there is.
Hey, I'm sitting here. I'm like, what's going on here? I don't know if they got that's crazy if they don't have emergency buses. That is essentially saying you get in an accident, we expect for you to die.
I mean, the window's still open, don't they?
Bro, the windows got bars on them.
Well, I don't know what to tell them.
Damn, they stuck like Chuck. Hope I ain't never got to get transferred.
Well, me too. I hope none of us have to do that.
They stuck like Chuck, bro. Dang, they stuck like Chuck.
Here's a good question for you.
That was a good question. That kind of sucked.
Why is it a raindrop, but then the snow is a snowfall?
Say that again.
Why is rain a raindrop, but snow a snowfall?
Oh, that one's easy. I was about to say that one's easy because I was about to tell you it's because of the precipitation and the weather and stuff like that. But why is it called a snowfall versus a raindrop? Probably because of how it fall in the sky. You know when the rain actually drop, it's like bloop, 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 bloop. When
So
snow
it's
actually,
because of the noise?
but no. But when snow falls, it's like a
flake?
It's it doesn't just drop. It kind of swims
Floats?
in the air. Yeah.
Mm.
Versus a rain.
It's all based off the action of the actual precipitation.
I think so because if you think about it, that raindrop is hitting you hard, right? So imagine a person, right? Imagine a person floating and flying like that, right? So all of a sudden, if you're floating, right, it's a snowfall, right?
Okay.
If you're
So,
just
what do you call rain that freezes?
frozen rain. People call it freezing rain, but I call it frozen rain.
Okay, so what is it? What is snow?
Snow is ice, bro. What are you talking about?
So what is frozen rain?
It's still snow. Bro, come on now. It's all about the precipitation, bro.
I'm just trying to ask because if it's a raindrop, but it freezes before it comes down, it's still rain.
Nah,
but it
bro.
turns to snow.
So it's not a
goes from
raindrop.
drop to a
No,
fall?
no. So it always starts out as snow at the highest level, right? So it's always snow at the highest level, and then it goes through its phases all the way till it hit rock bottom to the ground. I learned that, by the way, but on the news channel one day when it was snowing here in Portland, and I was watching Buddy, and he was like, "Oh, it always snows. It's just the temperature changes, and by the time it hit ground
The
level,
atmosphere,
yeah. So
So that
there's
same precipitation can freeze,
Yep.
and melt, and
Yep.
thaw, and freeze as it drops. Okay,
Yeah, because snow has to be a specific temperature. You're not going to get me on this one. Yeah, I got a little knowledge on this one. Yeah, meteorologist
flotation
Mo.
of the snow.
Meteorologist Mo.
Meteorologist.
Let's go.
You're gonna be like that one dude that be rapping, rapping out the
All day.
all the weather. Oh, okay. If you were a flavor,
Mm,
what flavor would you be
mm,
and why?
mm. Chocolate.
I already knew you were going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cheating.
Chocolate all day long. I don't even need to say why. Chocolate. Oh shoot. Chocolate.
Um,
What you gonna go with Applebean? Oh man.
I don't know what flavor I'd be.
See, you gotta think about that.
It's a good flavor.
Mm-hmm. I love my
Reminds me of that
chocolate.
song. What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. Um,
Think about it, bro.
I'd just be sugar. I'm
Sugar
in
ain't
everything.
no that
I'm
ain't
sweet.
no
That's a sweet.
that ain't
I'm
no
sweet.
flavor.
That's the flavor. Sugar. I'm just sweet.
Man, you
Just
fired
so-
from that question. You fired from that question.
No matter what you're having. Candy, cake, cookies, chocolate.
Oh man. You're the sugar that's
You
in
need the
all of
sugar.
it, huh? I hear you.
Oh, if you could be any appliance, what
Mm.
would you be and why?
I think I'll be a blender. It just seems like it got it all figured out.
A blender?
A blender.
I definitely was not thinking a blender.
It just seems like the blender just has it all figured out. Chops every damn thing up. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be that blender. Mm-hmm. What you was gonna say? The microwave?
Nah. We need a microwave.
Oh man. Yep.
I was gonna say something about that, but I can't say it. I'm going to be appliance.
Yep.
Fridge.
Why the hell you want to be a fridge? Just walk me through you thinking about a fridge.
Why would I want to be the fridge? Because I got all the food and the drinks, and I'm cool.
Boy, ain't nothing cool about that. Boy, you hot as hell. The fridge is the hot part. Everything in the fridge is what's keeping it cool.
I'm the fridge. I'm keeping it cool. I got the food and the drinks.
Oh
And if
boy,
I got the freezer below, oh man, I'm on extra cold.
boy, you're a damn trip.
About to give y'all the chills.
Oh man, let's ask one more question. One more. I know we're over. One more before we cut somebody.
Oh, I got two more, Mo.
Nah, let's just go one. Say the
Okay,
next one for
good.
next
I'm gonna
week.
save this question. I'm glad. Are bad people important for the balance of the universe?
Yeah, I think they are. Now, let me think about this. I do. I think they are. Because if you had all good people in the universe, then I can't cut nobody. You can't. Like
For personal reasons?
yeah, for definitely for personal reasons, right? But if you think about it, if you had all great peoples in the universe, which that's a perfect world for me because I would love for everybody to be a great person, right? Then there would be no arguments.
You need no lawyers.
Yeah. You may not need any
don't need
doctors
no
or
Georgia.
you may not
Definitely.
need any police officers. So if you think about it, you kind of need those bad peoples to balance out the universe. There won't be no president, no politician.
Yeah, I guess because everybody's doing the right thing. You wouldn't
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
wouldn't
You
need
want
nobody to.
you don't need any of those high powers.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad life to have. Mm,
This is a different perspective to look at it, right?
it is.
Bad people or certain things, just like good and evil.
Yeah, so they are
Right?
needed.
Is good and evil necessary? I
Yeah,
mean, you always gotta have, just like every movie, the good guy, the bad guy.
yeah. I mean, goes back to Adam and Eve, right? He ate the apple. That's why we got bad people. There's your answer. Who you cutting, bro?
That's why we got bad people.
That's why we got bad people, bro. He ate the apple. And now we all running around here eating
That had to
apples.
be the best tasted apple ever.
You know what it had to
just trying
be.
to figure this out.
And now we all running around here eating apples. I
I'm
never
trying to
even
figure
thought
this
about
out,
that.
like all the temptations of everything. The apple was the thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could have wine. I mean, all of this stuff you could have done. He ate the apple.
Eve. Eve sitting there all day. You worried about eating the apple?
All the things there is. Ate the apple.
Oh shoot! All right,
That's why we got bad
we
people.
are on cutting people time. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
I am cutting myself
Ooh,
this week.
ooh.
Yeah,
It's okay to be dumb and cut yourself every
I
once in a while.
misread some text. Got up myself at 5:30 in the morning. Thought I had to go pick somebody up, and I didn't because I misread the text. Then today I decided to break my phone. So my whole phone is cracked up. So yeah, it's been a great week. So yeah, I'm cutting myself, especially with cracking my phone today because I hadn't done that in like 5 or so years ago. And then wife goes, you don't have a protector on your thing? I was like, no, I haven't had a protector on my phone in years. Say, see, that's why. And
Well,
you would thought it would have landed on cement. You would have thought it would have hit the hardest thing. This thing rolled off of my chair, hit my table, and I just put this new case on here, by the way. Brand new case on here. Missed the whole damn thing right there.
you ain't got no protector on your phone?
No, and it's shattered. It's all the way up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got cut.
Yeah. If you would have had the iPhone, that wouldn't have happened. I ain't gonna recut the people again, but you already know at the beginning of the show, Ticketmaster, your ass is cut. Like you ain't cut, you cut. And by the time, you fired on weapons, right? You fired on weapons, and I'm gonna be honest. Whoever's in the box office ain't selling tickets. You need to get the hell out the box.
Hey,
period.
If they pay me just to stand there, I'm gonna get paid.
Period. I'm like, what the hell you here for? Wasted 15 minutes of my time trying to help me. I'm thinking they finna give me some tickets.
He had to pretend like he was working.
Well, he definitely pretending on me. I ain't gonna sit there and lie to you.
Sir, let me write these down.
He had all of us food because at the end we all looked at each other like, what the hell he was doing the last 15 minutes?
Just pretending like he was working.
Oh, he cut their asses, but Ticketmaster, you ain't got to worry about me again. You cut.
Oh, you never gonna use Ticketmaster?
You know what the hell they blocked me? I got to call and figure out why the hell they banned me. I got so mad they banned me, bro.
He said he bought $9,000 worth of tickets to try to get all his money back.
They thought I was a bot.
They thought you were trying to buy out all the tickets and resell them.
I don't know what they thought I was trying to do, but hell, if they would have just gave me my tickets the first damn time, I wouldn't have had that problem. If I would have just been able to click and just go to my damn ticket. Wow. And then they cut. Yeah. And then hold up. I also want to cut my best friend's wife as well. The reason why I'm cutting her ass because she kept telling me, I told you to pull it in your wallet when you ain't got to worry about it. Her ass cut. No, she kept telling me to put it in the wallet, right? Because when you put it on your Apple wallet, then it's always there like your credit card. So yeah, she cut too just for talking. Ooh, yep. No, I'm cutting all of their asses today.
Well, you didn't cut the wife, so that's good. She lasted.
Nah. She survived the 72 hours. I'm proud of her.
I can tell you right now, mine is not.
Yeah, she survived. I'm proud of her. Them 72 hours. Very proud.
That's like those are my last 2 games I'm going to.
It probably well could be for her, but she survived.
I got the experiences. This is my last 2 games.
She didn't tell me it was her last games, but it could be, right? She could be like, I'll go, but I'm not going to the games. Very well couldn't be. But she was a trooper to 72 hours, so I ain't mad at her.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Jay for that. Ooh. Hey, we're back on Monday again. Back-to-back Mondays. I got a busy weekend. Not Sunday for me, so
yeah.
Want to thank you guys again for another week. Another episode. Tune in again next Monday. I don't know the date on that. I believe that's the 6th.
Monday the 6th, people.
Monday the 6th, 7:30 to 9. We'll be back on. Share, like, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Hey.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive this week.